Hello, everyone. It's John, and I want to take a few minutes to thank you once again for your continued support and interest in the project, EONBLADE Part 1. And I wanted to give you some updates on where we are with pre production and all of that. First off, I spent the weekend with Evil Ted Smith, and I got some props from him that he has finished making. First of all, one of the more exciting things is he made these replicas of my boots out of foam. Some of you probably remember the boots that I wear in the footage for this project that we've already filmed. They look quite dangerous, and in reality, they actually are. So it was tricky to shoot some of the action stuff, especially where I'm kicking. A while back, I had this conversation with Ted where I said, it'd be cool if I had some shoes that we could make look sort of like those boots while they're moving. And I figured it would be some sort of low detail kind of thing because it would be moving. You wouldn't be able to see it very well. So he asked me to drop my boots off at his place. And then here we are a few weeks later. He presents me with these basically exact replicas of my boots, except they're entirely made out of foam. And he made them around these very lightweight shoes that I normally wear when I'm practicing martial arts. They're extremely comfortable and very light. So I can slip my foot inside of there and that inside that shoe, and it's like extremely comfortable, very lightweight. And I finally got to test them out this weekend, and it's pretty cool. Obviously, normally I'll be wearing the real boots, but anytime that I gotta kick somebody or run around or something like that, I can put these boots on, and it'll make things safer and easier. I won't break furniture and stuff, put my foot through a green screen or whatever. Ted also gave me this weekend a new set of weapon props, which is the nunchaku, the 3-section staff, and the baton that you've seen in the previous footage, sort of acted as the proof of concept for EONBLADE. Those weapons have been through a considerable amount of wear, so Ted has remade a new set of them. And then one of the other things I picked up from him this weekend was he had already made this prop of the EONBLADE itself, which is a prop of the Sword of Methuselah. He's got a whole video online that shows step by step how he made this thing, so you could make your own if you wanted to. But he made 2 more that will serve as combat props. So the first one is going to serve as like the hero prop if we're doing close-ups or whatever, and then the other 2 will serve as combat props. He made them a little bit more heavy duty, although they're extremely hard to tell apart. He's working on some more props for the project that I'll keep you updated on. One of them, I actually made a prototype of this particular prop called the Book of Morax. I made a prototype of it myself, and yeah, this weekend I took that to him, and he's going to make a much larger version of it, and of course it's going to look better because he's better at this than I am. While I was there, I also got to see prototypes of the mask and the hat that are going to make up the costume of these characters called the Arcanites. And it's really neat to see all these things that have existed only in your mind or in drawings and stuff in real life. We're almost done with principal casting. I got 2 people that I'm negotiating with right now, so I'm not gonna announce them right now because we're still negotiating, but I think that they're going to be locked in probably by the end of the week, I hope. I'm kind of full swing into my workouts and my conditioning routine. I got about 6 or 7 months to go through this transformation. Some people have asked me what that transformation is going to look like. I just want to be perfectly clear. It's not going to look like what you see with some of these big celebrities in these big movies that go through these extreme transformations and in a matter of months. Those guys, and I'm not going to get too specific with who they are, but you know who they are. They do extreme, dangerous, unhealthy things to their bodies to end up looking the way that they do on the screen. And they also lie about it. And I'm not interested in any of that. My main focus is just to condition myself to be able to do everything that I need to be able to do in front of the camera. This would include developing endurance and ability, martial art ability, being able to run around, all these things. As far as how I will end up looking, I don't know. You might notice some difference, but it's really more about my ability to do what's required of me when the cameras are rolling. And that's always how it's been for me. Like, I mean, if you've watched my stuff in the past, like it's not like I'm out there like bursting out of my costume or anything. So I don't think that that's necessary, and I don't think that it's a realistic image to put forward to people. Even though, you know, the story of the film is not necessarily 100% realistic, I think that I think there should be some amount of honesty with this kind of stuff, because it shapes the way people look at themselves, and it can be really damaging. And so yeah, I might go into some more depth with some of the routines and like what I'm eating and this kind of thing, but that's going to be down the road, because I want to see how I'm doing after a couple months. You know, if I'm completely failing at it, it doesn't make sense to share what I'm doing. You know, so maybe a month or two down the road we'll go into that a little bit. Upcoming milestones, pretty soon, probably this month, we're going to head over to this virtual production stage, take a tour, and you'll probably see some footage and pictures from that. We've narrowed down the filming dates, we think, to the final week of April and the first week of May in 2025. The dates are tentative, of course, because not everybody's cast and everybody's got to be able to be there at the same time, but we hope that that's going to be the case. It seems like it's going to be possible. When we get those dates locked in, there's a lot of things that start to fall into place. Thanks again for all your support, and if you have any questions or comments, please drop me a line. I'm easy to get a hold of, and I'll try to keep giving you consistent updates as we careen towards our filming dates in about 6 months. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.